hands in the air if you's a true player. I love it when you call me Big Papa. To the honeys getting money player.
Why can't I ever figure out how to... Oh, okay. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2. Last week, we went over week 1 of the NFL because it's NFL season at the moment. Not much is happening in other spots of the sports world. I mean, I'm sure there is, but...
Don't care.
Yeah, I could care less. This is America. So, the lighting's a little worse this week because we don't have our light, and we're filming on a Chromebook, so probably doesn't help. But, you know, maybe one day we'll have a better setup. But for now, we have our chicken, and we have a Chromebook camera with the Chromebook microphone. That's beside the point. All right, first topic, Parker, give me those. It's a bad idea. Baker Mayfield, he plays for the Bucs, if you didn't already know, with Mike Evans. I love Baker Mayfield. I take it back. C.J. Stroud's not the GOAT. Baker Mayfield's winning the Super Bowl. The Eagles suck.
No. You lost? Never mind.
We both lost.
Let's
Stay on topic. But, no, Baker Mayfield did really good, and I just want to talk about his story and how much I love his story. He went to Texas Tech for college, right? They were like, screw you, we don't like you, Pat Mahomes is better. Which at the time was like, okay, whatever. They were wrong, though. Because then he went to OU and he walked on. He started for OU because they liked him so much. And he played against Pat Mahomes at Texas Tech. And what he did?
500 yards.
He spanked. I'm saying absolutely spanked Texas Tech and Pat Mahomes. I don't know why he didn't plant a flag during that game. That was a flag planted worthy game right there. 500 passing yards. He has such a big chip on his shoulder. He always has. And then he goes to the NFL, gets drafted in the first round. I'm not sure which pick. He doesn't suck. He's playing for the Browns. All right, he was number 1?
Number 1 overall.
That's what I thought. He was up there because he's the GOAT.
It's kind of hard to be good on the Browns. And he did.
Yeah, and he still was good with the Browns. I think their record was like 11 and something. And the year before, it was like 2-15. They were pretty bad.
He won their first playoff game in like 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was amazing. And all of a sudden, next year, the record isn't as good. And they're like, he sucks. He's trash. Which doesn't make much sense to me because you don't just go from being good to trash unless you're Antonio Brown and got like CTE or something.
It's like a Bryce Young story.
Yeah, it's like a Bryce Young story. But, you know, who knows what's happening with Bryce Young. But that's off topic. We got to stay on topic. We got to be better. Okay. But yeah, Baker Mayfield's better than Bryce Young, 100%.
For now.
He's better. All right. So, yeah, Baker Mayfield goes to Tampa after Brady retires. That's some big shoes to fill. Last year, he kind of just... I mean, he was a little under the radar, right? But this year, I think he's right where he needs to be. He was good, but he wasn't like the talk of the town. Now, he's comfortable. Now he's comfortable. He's sitting in that pocket, and he knows he's the guy.
He's been that guy.
This is where he belongs. That chip on his shoulder, it's like everything to him. That's how he lives. He lives with a chip on his shoulder. He is that guy. If you listen to his Mic'd Up, go listen to his Mic'd Up on YouTube. You just gotta search Baker Mayfield Mic'd Up.
Just might put it on.
You'll know.
Just might want to blur some stuff out. It's Baker Mayfield.
It is Baker Mayfield. He'll probably say something, but that's okay. Second topic.
Tua.
Oh yeah.
Tua needs to retire.
Tua needs to retire. I understand loving football. Football is an amazing sport.
He's a very competitive man.
He's very competitive. Number 1, slide. For those that didn't watch, Tua got concussed for the 4th time in his career.
Only in his NFL career. That's not counting college.
Really?
He had a concussion at Alabama.
So, technically his 5th concussion that we know of. After about concussion 3, that's whenever it's looking at like, maybe you should retire. Concussion 5, as much as I love football, and as much as I'm sure he loves football, it'd be weird if he didn't love football. At some point, you have to take into account, if you want to continue to love football, you have to have a functional brain. So I think he should probably retire and just watch football or coach football because there's far too many videos of him on the ground going.
Mike McDaniels told him, the thing is this way, you're starting quarterback of your family.
Yeah.
Think of it that way.
And your family definitely takes priority of
Over
your
football.
NFL family. As sad as that is for you NFL psychos. Priorities. But yeah, that was
Psycho you can click off.
yeah. We still love you though. Believe.
Thanks for the view, dog.
Yeah. And like too. It wasn't a question. Do it.
Did
So
the Chiefs get bailed out?
did the Chiefs get bailed out? Of course they did. They have the refs on their side.
They always do.
This is
That
well known.
PI was a weak PI.
That
They
PI
couldn't
was
have
a
called
weak
it, but they
PI.
could have called it,
Yeah.
and they chose to call it because, of course, it's the Chiefs.
Well, I mean, Pat Mahomes is over here. He's fitting to beat some refs if they don't give him the right call. It's just, yeah. But no, they barely got bailed out. I think
Well, sadly, made the Super Bowl again.
no.
Joe
No.
Shiesty ain't that this year.
I think eventually they'll be humbled, right? They have to be
Yeah,
humbled.
this year sometime.
They
I
really
don't know about who. They would kind of
Baker Mayfield.
Steelers.
I don't know if they even Steelers are not doing anything. Parker,
Yeah, they are.
you're the Google guy. Be quiet.
2-0. FC North.
So let's talk about this. Why does everybody suck all of a sudden?
We don't.
That's a great question. You've only won by field goals, so you can.
Yeah, you're the Google guy. You're not allowed to talk, Parker.
Yeah, but
All right.
that's a great question.
Cowboys suck.
Blown up by 30.
Yeah. The Eagles suck.
Eagles. No. Okay, listen.
Actually, I
Eagles-
think the Cardinals are just good, is what happened there.
No, those were the Falcons.
Are you?
Yeah, the Falcons.
Oh yeah, sorry. The Cardinals are also good,
Cardinals are also good.
but
King won.
yeah.
But what happened in the Eagles game is our defense sucks. C.J. Garner-Johnson can't make a tackle. If he would have made a tackle, he grabbed him and he slipped off him because apparently he sucks. If he would have made that tackle, completely different game. He would have won it.
So as I
He
said
should have also
earlier,
taken the field goal in the first half. Or
the
second
Eagles
half.
suck.
They
They
don't get-
suck.
At least we only lost by a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, Derek
At least
Carr,
Derek Carr did
is the
throw 400
reincarnation of the Saints.
Oh, Drew Brees.
Wait,
Drew Brees.
golly, I need to lock in, guys. I'm sorry.
Drew Brees.
But no, yeah, Derek Carr is back, and I liked Derek Carr whenever he played for the Raiders. I always thought he was a quality quarterback. I thought
Let me check out the stats real quick.
he had potential to be around one of the best guys, and now that he's on a team that has some decent weapons, he's looking pretty good. Alvin Kamara, one of the two, he produced like 44 fantasy points. He had, I think, it was 3 or 4 touchdowns in total. It was pretty insane. I was super angry because the team I was going against had Alvin Kamara. They absolutely whipped me by a solid 30 points because my team just sucked. Even though last week my team was so phenomenal.
Derek Carr's stats here.
Derek
He
Carr.
had 1 pass intercepted, 1 rushing touchdown, 243 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, and 1 rushing yard.
Look at that. Some real
Pretty medium stats.
Ooh, I just got a trade offer.
No.
Absolutely not accepting that. Thank you,
Anyways,
though.
I'll keep talking. Derek
No,
Carr.
no, it's okay.
No. It's okay.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr. The Saints do this every 5 years for some reason. Derek Carr's back. I'm here for it. Alvin Kamara is playing like it's 2018. What's the trade? Let me see the trade real quick.
He wanted Xavier Worthy, and he was going to give me Isaiah Likely,
is a
Deontay
Crazy
Johnson,
trade.
J.K. Dobbins. Dobbins is all
Isaiah
right.
Likely.
Zamar White, and Carson Steele. I don't even know who that is. I'm not sure why he keeps sending me those trade offers that I'm never going to accept. I don't know. It's off topic again. Gotta get.
I tried trading Drew Brees for Justin Jefferson.
If that was 2017, I'd take that deal. That's because Justin Jefferson was still in college. But yeah, my fantasy team decided it was gonna suck last week.
My fantasy team sucked too, don't worry. I need CJ Stroud to put up points, and he put up 14 instead of his projected 19.
Because of Tua's brain damage, Tyreek Hill only got 6 points. I don't know what happened with Houston, but Stephon Diggs only put up 7 points. Lamar Jackson did okay. Derrick Henry did really good, actually. Joe Mixon, yet again, don't know what was up with Houston. I had so much hope for Houston. I thought Houston was going to be great. He only put up 8 points. He was projected to put up about 15. Devontae Adams went off and put up 26 points, which is pretty exciting because I didn't think the Raiders were going to do very good. But that's Devontae Adams. I'm pretty sure the Raiders, they beat... Who did they beat? They beat Baltimore,
they beat Baltimore.
Yeah, they beat Baltimore. That's pretty crazy.
They came back in the second half, I think.
All right, quick topic real quick. Is Travis Kelce washed?
Yes. He's been washed.
He did pretty good last season. No, he is super underperforming. He only had 1 carry for 1 yard, and he only got 1 completed pass.
I'll trade for him. You want him?
No. Well, actually, for who?
It depends. We'll figure it out later. But next topic. Vikings 49ers.
Vikings. Sam Darnold, yet again. Never thought he was a bad quarterback. I'm not sure why people did.
It's because he was on the Jets. The Jets can't develop a
QB. Why don't people ever listen to me?
The Jets can't develop a QB.
I know what I'm talking about. Okay.
The Jets can't develop a quarterback. We learned this from Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
We learned this from Sam Darnold.
Is Zach Wilson even in the league anymore?
Yeah, he's on the Broncos.
He is?
They traded like a bag of chips for him. I know, take this bag of Doritos, but anyway. The last time they had good quarterbacks was when they traded them from the Packers.
Yeah.
Who'd they take from the Packers the first time? It was the guy before Rodgers.
I forgot his name too. I don't know. He's
Brett
some
Favre.
Dude though. Yeah.
They had Brett Favre.
They did?
I think for
No, that was the Vikings.
No, they had the Vikings, Packers, and then Jets the last.
Did he really go to the Jets?
I'm pretty sure.
I watched his
Google
football.
guy.
Okay, hey Google guy.
What?
Google what teams Brett Favre has been to.
And now they have Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is underperforming.
Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers has always been good, and I think he still is good. I think the Jets just need to put weapons around him because Garrett Wilson and Bryce Hall aren't going to cut it.
I don't
They're
know.
good, but they're not enough.
Not sure where the hype behind Wilson is. Like, I understand he's the number 1 receiver.
Trade for Devontae Adams.
But I think the Falcons. Oh yeah, he did go to the Jets.
He played
All
for
right.
the Jets.
My bad. So Brett Favre did go to the Jets.
Every experienced quarterback they've had that was decent came from a different team. They can't develop a quarterback.
Which I don't know if it's like a Jets curse or the Jets an
curse.
infection or something.
Trade for Devontae Adams.
Yeah, if they had Devontae Adams, I'm sure they'd be great, but I don't know who they're gonna give.
Garrett Wilson. No, I'm joking. They didn't. First round pick. No, that's even worse. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
You got what's your next topic?
If you're on the Jets, just get out of there while you can.
Devontae Adams needs to leave the Raiders before he loses his life.
Mm-hmm.
He said it himself.
All right. Next topic. Let's talk about Xavier Worthy real quick. Is he going to be a serious boom or bust? Last week he threw up like 22 fantasy points. He was only projected to make 10. This week he put up 4 points.
But they were also playing a decent defense.
They were playing a decent defense, but they were playing the Ravens that first week, and the Ravens don't have a defense to joke about. So, is Xavier Worthy the next Tyreek Hill?
No.
I think
he'll be a decent receiver, but he won't be a receiver 1 on most teams.
You think?
I think he'll be a receiver 2.
I'm thinking
he's small and he drops too many catches. That should be easy catches.
I think he can develop into a receiver 1 maybe.
On some teams.
On some teams. I'm not sure if he's going to be a staple on teams, though. Like one of those guys you remember, one of those guys where you're like, hey, I want this dude on my team.
Yeah.
I don't know his Madden rating. I should probably look that up. It'd be fun.
It's probably like a 70.
All right. I feel like we should also talk about Brandon Aubrey, the kicker for the Dallas Cowboys. When are they going to let him kick a 76-yard field goal?
Whenever they are up by 40.
We know he can. Why don't we just do it?
Because it's a low chance.
I don't think it's a low chance with him.
With wind.
There was one...
Kicking in AT&T Stadium is way different than kicking in an outdoor stadium.
Yeah,
take wind
what if you have good wind? Or
Yeah,
what
you
if
have
you're
good wind,
playing in a not outdoor stadium. You know, I feel like we should just let him have his fun. You know, let the baby have his bottle. That's what they say.
Justin Tucker washed. He's missed all of his field goals from 50-plus yards out.
Brendan Aubrey's in his head. There's a new
He's like 2 for
goat.
7.
There's a new goat in town. There's not enough room for the both of us. You know, that's how he's feeling right now. And Brandon Aubrey has the bigger gun. Next topic. I say we go a little bit into college just because this is Oklahoma and OU people. OU isn't trash, maybe?
No. They just need to figure out their offense.
We need to figure out our
They have a
offense.
solid defense.
Solid defense.
I think I'll stand by it. Other people won't agree, but if this defense was the defense Baker Mayfield had, we would have won the national championship that year.
I think you're right. Especially if we paired the defense we have with the offense we had, not just Baker Mayfield, that's 100% a championship
We
team.
can't have a good defense and a good offense at the same time.
No, because that's not a thing, unless you're, Alabama or something. Yeah, which I mean, I like Jackson Arnold. I'm just not 100% sure that he's 100% sure about anything. He kind of looks like he's not convinced that he's a starting quarterback for OU, and he is. I mean, he should have that confidence behind him. That's the thing about Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield has that attitude. He has that, I'm the guy, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, and I think if he had that aura radiating off him, then he'd be a little more respected, and I think teams would fear him. No, I mean that not in a TikTok way, but I looked it up in the dictionary type of way. Yeah,
more confidence.
Yeah, just more.
Which is also his first year starting. So
Field present. Will you quit wiggling that thing? It looks funny.
What?
This. Look at the camera. See.
Oh.
That was scary. All right. Next topic. After that,
I'm out of topics.
Scare. What do you mean you're out of topics?
I only wrote that.
Prepare more. Now let's talk about Arch Manning. So Quinn Ewers goes down.
I don't even know what.
We're talking about Texas University still on college here because I figured we might go a little bit because it's kind of an uneventful NFL week because everybody lost that was supposed to win, which I mean is kind of exciting but at the same time a little boring because the people that you like talking about didn't really do anything except suck and start on the ground. That was Tua. But no, so Quinn Ewers goes down in the Texas game. I don't remember who they were playing. It was some not very good team.
Obviously. It's
Obviously.
week 3 of college football.
Well, yeah, it's a tune-up game.
Started yet, yeah.
Now, so Quinn Ewers goes down. I'm not sure what was up with him. I don't remember. He didn't look too serious, though, so I'm not sure why he'd let Arch Manning go in. Because the moment Arch Manning got in, Arch Manning absolutely took off. I think he had a total... Look up his total for touchdowns, Arch Manning.
4, I think.
It was...
3 or 4.
3 or 4. The first play I watched him because
His first play was a touchdown pass.
Yeah, his first play was a touchdown pass. And the first play I watched, because he was texting me, he was like, hey, are you looking at Arch Manning right now? Turn my TV on. He's running the ball. He's absolutely cooking. I think, what was it? It was
67-yard run.
Yeah, but what was did you not see his peak miles per hour?
Peak miles per hour was 20.72.
That's more than Tyreek Hill's peak.
This year.
He had 5 touchdowns, actually.
That's more than Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, his peak this year.
This year so
which is pretty crazy. And I mean, he was moving, and those people by him were not moving very fast.
They were falling over.
Yeah, he took the ankles of somebody, and he was just on the sideline, and he was running up there. It was beautiful, and I was like, maybe the hype is real.
Like something you did. But
yeah, I did do that once. That doesn't count. I tripped. Yeah, it was funny. But yeah, it was pretty amazing to watch. And then he goes on and scores 3 more touchdowns, which, I mean, yet again, not a good team. But, I mean, against a bad team, that's still pretty good stats. So I think the hype about Arch Manning might just be a little real. And then
mobile Manning is terrifying.
A mobile Manning is terrifying. All right, here's the big question. And this might be our outro question because we're trying to shorten it up a little bit. Do you think Arch Manning should stay at Texas and get the number 1 spot, or do you think he should transfer because of Quinn Ewers?
He's a sophomore, right?
Uh-huh.
He'd have
And Quinn's a junior.
He'd have his junior and senior year if Quinn declares.
No,
this
he'd have his senior year.
That's if Quinn declares this year.
Oh.
It all depends.
I don't know if he will.
I think it all depends on what Quinn does and what the coaches decide.
Yeah, because if he has his junior and senior year, that's a pretty good deal.
If Quinn declares, stay.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't, transfer somewhere else that has a decent roster.
Second question. Do you think Arch Manning is better than Quinn
Yes.
Ewers? You do?
I just hate Quinn Ewers.
What are you having as Quinn Ewers?
I don't know. He's probably going to drop 40 on our Phillies off defense this week.
Oh, yeah.
Where Arch Manning is because Quinn Ewers out. Arch Manning is going to kill our defense.
I like Quinn Ewers, and I think Quinn Ewers, as of right now, just because of how much experience he
How long is
has,
Quinn Ewers out?
I think Quinn Ewers is better than Arch Manning. But I
Okay.
think
How
Arch
long is
Manning
Quinn Ewers
has the potential to be... I think he could be one of the most dangerous weapons in the NFL coming up. Because...
If he doesn't get drafted to the Panthers.
I don't think it matters, because he's kind of
It
part of
matters.
that.
Bryce Young was going to be the
No, I'm saying...
If
Bryce Young,
and
I
CJ
was...
Stroud were switched,
I was never bought into Bryce Young. I've never been a
was.
Bryce Young guy.
I think if Bryce Young was on either team, he'd be a lot better. Because the Panthers don't build
I'm
around
sure
their
he would.
quarterbacks.
I'm sure he would.
The only quarterback I remember the Panthers building around was Cam Newton, and that was because it was Cam Newton.
Yeah, and they had to conform to Cam Newton.
And
It
I
was
think
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton should go to the Dolphins. Unretire. I know he wants to. He's talked about it on his podcast. He wants to play.
I'm
Still
not
has love for
sure.
the game. He just needs to get back in shape and practice.
I'm not sure Cam Newton's smart enough for the current NFL. I could be wrong.
He is, definitely.
Cam Newton, if you're watching this, please don't kill me.
If you're put on a Dolphins team with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane, you're going to go somewhere. That's like a guaranteed playoff run. Basically.
Yeah, that's a
As long
good
as you
team.
don't play Josh Allen.
Dude, I remember whenever the Dolphins sucked.
They sucked from 1973 to a couple years ago.
Yeah, it was 1973 to 2019, and then after
Not on there?
No, it doesn't say.
2019
Alright.
they started getting a little better. But no, I think Arch Manning, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen are all going to be the new
Jalen Hurts.
standard.
Yes.
The new standard for quarterback now.
I haven't
You
seen
have
Dak
to be
Prescott running
able
for MVP.
to. He won Walter Payton Manning of the year.
That's
Wait,
not MVP though.
Walter Payton
Walter Payton Manning.
Walter Payton Manning.
Walter Payton Manning Man of the Year award. Walter Payton Man of the Year award. I don't know what it's called, but it's just for good
Something
acts.
like that.
Dak Prescott's a good guy. So is Hurts.
Nuh-uh.
Hurts is donated and gone to Children's Hospital all the time.
I've met Jalen Hurts actually. He's pretty short.
Every quarterback at OU's been short except for Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's.
No, he's pretty short too. I
Yeah,
stood
they're
next to
all-
him
they're all
also.
short. Hey, Kyler Murray's like 5'9". I'm taller than Kyler Murray.
I towered over Kyler Murray whenever I met him. That was funny. Although Troy Aikman, I met Troy Aikman in the bathroom
No, we don't.
of an OU
No, we
game.
can't bring this up. We can't bring this up. We can't bring this up.
Let's just say I was 3 feet away from his urinal. So,
We're cutting that out.
but yeah, no, no, we're keeping that in there. He towered over me. He was a tall guy.
You were also in like 3rd grade, weren't you?
Oh, I was in 5th grade, so I was still pretty tall. I was a solid 5'6".
I was like 4'5".
Yeah, I know, but you've always been short compared to me. I'm an enormous guy.
5'10".
Yeah, 5'10", but then there's 6'2". I mean, that's,
All right.
there's
That's
a
enough on the
difference. Just over here bragging.
Last topic, week 2 Super Bowl predictions. If we want to do that again.
Week 2 Super Bowl predictions. I'm changing my prediction to
If the Super
the
Bowl is now.
Ravens.
No.
Changing to the
they're
Ravens.
0-2.
It doesn't matter. I'm changing to the Ravens because I think they're going to have a comeback this season. Ravens, Bucks win it. That's my new prediction. I'm on the Baker hype
Right.
train. He's my favorite
This is what I'm
quarterback.
doing. Eagles deep run championship. Meet Bucks in the championship game. They battle it out. Great game. Baker Mayfield wins.
Bucks beat the crap out of you guys because you suck and
I
Jalen
didn't
sucks.
say suck. It's a great game. Battle it out to the last minute. Win by field goal. Baker goes on to win the Super Bowl
Okay.
against the Ravens.
Parker, your turn.
Steelers
Oh my gosh.
and the Niners, same as last week.
And how are you going to get your points?
Now we're gonna get field goals.
Yeah,
Alright,
sounds good.
that's enough for this week.
All right, Russell Wilson,
Is this touchscreen?
Justin
You mean
Fields.
Justin Fields?
It's not.
Russell
not
Wilson,
touch
he's in there.
It's not touchscreen. It's not touchscreen. All right.
How about this?